Saturday, March 13th, at 10:05 p.m. to be precise. The wheels of the plane touched down, and I had to think twice. I had finally made it back home, but it would be days before I'd be allowed to roam. Armed with papers and passport in hand, it was nurses in PPE that had everything planned. Ushered off the plane like sheep, it was a welcome to Sydney that I will always keep. Painted arrows on the ground and tape fencing everywhere. It was a subtle reminder, follow the signs, do as you're told, beware. Thermometer check, COVID certificate, step forward, stand on the spot. Next, hello, sore throat? No. Cough? No. Heavy breathing? No. Temperature? No. All good? Yes. Move on. From customs to a bus that was protected by police and military like I've never seen before. This was the new process for combating COVID, not fighting a war. Federal Police, New South Wales Police, Army and Navy all pitching in to help a hand, making the return to Australia safe and protecting the great southern land. A coach ride to our hotel, all eyes set upon where will we pull up. Let's hope it's nice and clean, because there is no backup. The Radisson Blu Plaza, just a kilometre up the road from the Opera House. On steps a police officer to brief us, everyone quiet as a mouse. A lengthy warm welcome about the procedures at hand, more paperwork and reading before we can stand. The thought of security guards outside our bedroom doors reinforces the seriousness of these COVID government laws. Check into the hotel like I've never done before. Security everywhere. Prepare for 14 days of isolation and tracking for sure. As I take time to process that I had chosen this path, I wait anxiously to see my room and just rest in a bath. Room 715, or should I say inmate 715 to be exact. But I'm a returning Australian citizen. This is not a prison act. Part of me is grateful that Australia has systems in place to protect us all, whilst another part of me was thinking, am I just a fool? Why would one choose to travel during COVID-19? But the truth is I'm travelling on compassionate grounds and don't wish to make a scene. A friendly, smiling Navy recruit quickly grabs my case. I follow him with excitement to room 715, holding a brave face. Enjoy your stay, he smiles and opens the door. No sooner am I in the room, reality hits, this is going to be a chore. A 4 metre by 4 metre room with a large bay window is my new home for 14 days, in which each day will be remembered, eventually in a haze. Large TV? Yes. King bed? Yes. Ensuite with shower and bath? Yes. Large windows? Yes. Fresh air? No. No? What the fuck? No. No windows that open? Yes. What? Yes. Exactly. No fresh air? No. Day 0 is the day you arrive at the hotel. Day 14 is the day you leave the room, and one hell of a smell. No housekeeping service in sight. No laundry. It's heading for a horrible sight. Internet Wi-Fi is reasonable and I shouldn't complain, but the lack of fresh air, it's going to smash my poor brain. Day 1, yummy food delivered to my door. From croissants to a lamb rack and veggies, what a score. Exercise free weights dropped off by a friend. The ability to exercise will stop me from driving myself around the bend. Day 2 sees me rise early for an interview with the ABC, and already I'm dreaming of being in the sea. Christmas comes early with my exercise bike delivered to my room, which will provide a well-needed break from using Zoom. Day 3 I'm woken by the sound of someone else chatting on their phone, but I'm about to run an online fitness class so I shouldn't groan. Plenty of phone calls to friends and a yummy 7 meal, followed by some routine yoga to keep things real. Day 4 my throat is burning from the lack of fresh air. Thank heavens it's only from the air conditioning, for me it's rare. A fresh salmon roll highlights the day, along with some new exercises to which I can play. Day 5 I get my COVID test results back, which eases my anxiety and keeps me on track. The daily nurse check-in has become just part of my life. As long as I'm healthy and fed, there will be no strife. Day 6 saw me tell the nurse, I have a sore throat feeling. Next thing I know, it's head back looking at the ceiling. One swab for the back of the throat and one for the nose. Again I reminded myself, this is something you chose. Day 7, who would have guessed that I would be so happy? As new sheets and towels are delivered, I was like a baby with a clean nappy. Hand washing my clothes, or underwear to be exact. I'm kind of getting used to wearing very little, but don't overreact. Day 8, I wake with energy to burn. Then reality kicks in. Leaving my bedroom early would be a government sin. Keep going, you're over halfway. This time next week I'll be hitting the beaches and no longer a castaway. Day 9 and I'm feeling mighty fine. Good food has helped a lot. Plus knowing that in 5 days, I won't have to eat from the same spot. Sure, my throat has suffered from the lack of fresh air, but when friends get you lozenges, it takes away the scare. Day 10, and despite being trapped indoors, there are people way worse off with flooded floors. Australia is being smashed with torrential rain, destroying people's homes and causing catastrophic pain. Day 11, and I don't know what's better, sunshine and no rain, or getting out of this place in 3 days, ending loneliness, pain. More phone calls to friends, yoga and a read, a smile on my face because Saturday I'll be free. Day 12, a final COVID test today will set me free. No longer will I take for granted fresh air or even a tree. I'm finally sleeping sound all through the night. Freedom in 2 days, clearly in sight. Day 13, I've already packed my bags and ready to run. Who would have guessed that checking out of a flash hotel would be so much fun? Today I will be told what colour wristband I'm permitted to wear, to allow me to leave tomorrow without a security guard stare. Day 14, you bloody beauty, I'm free. After 14 days of hotel isolation, I can now walk the streets of Australia, a near COVID-free nation. I cannot believe that I'm wearing a yellow wristband and yet not a music festival in sight. But who really cares, because it's my last few hours in this hotel quarantine site. So what have I gained from this quarantine stint? The love of fresh air, fine food and exercise? Oh, and a little more skint. PPE, personal protective equipment to many, but for those in hotel quarantine, process prohibits energy, all taken for granted until 2020. Despite the challenges that the world now has to face, it's new attitudes and problem solving that one needs to embrace. If you have to quarantine anywhere in the world, take care and look after one's mind, for good health and happiness is far better than being fined.